Mic check 1 2. You know the vibes. Regular Mike.
Listen, man. Mic check 1 2. You know the vibes. Regular Mike, aka El Snacko, aka Kodak Snack. We gonna lean on that Kodak Snack a little bit on this one in particular. You know why? I know what's coming. Pause. Kodak Snack, aka Young Trail Mix. We here. Open mic, episode 17. Episode 17, Open Mic Podcast, man. We here, man. We gonna get right to the shits, man. Y'all know why we here. I took a week off. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to record last week. I had some shit I wanted to talk about, but you said, you know what? No, excuse me. I said, you know what? I need to wait. Because like May 13th, 2022 is like a monumental day. I gotta wait because I need to cover this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Kendrick Lamar. I've been talking about Kendrick on like the last 3 open mic episodes. Most anticipated album of the year for me. You heard Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It's out. It's in these streets. It's here. It's here finally. Finally. But before I even get to that, y'all already know the biz. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on SoundCloud if you want the audio for this. You heard regular M1ke on all of those platforms, man. But let's get to it. Kendrick finally dropped, man. You heard Kendrick, man. I ain't going to give y'all no review. I'm not going to do that here because y'all know the open mic pod is a quick hitter. So I'll give y'all an in-depth review on Kendrick album. We be here for an hour plus. You know what I'm saying? But what I think I'm going to do is I might hold a little forum if I can get a few people to join me so we could talk amongst ourselves about this album. But yeah, man, I'm going to just tell y'all about my experience real quick, man. First things first, Kendrick, one of my top 10 favorite MCs of all time. So y'all know what this is getting ready to be. By the way, it's like 13, 14 rappers in my favorite top 10 of all time, just to be transparent. But yeah, Kendrick, one of my favorites of all time, man. Kendrick ain't dropped the album since damn 5 years ago. And he told us how many days to be exact in the album. He said 1,855 days since he last dropped. But he here, man, and listen, man. All right, so when Kendrick dropped, right? Y'all know albums drop at midnight streaming, whatever the case. When Kendrick dropped, I try to stay up till midnight to listen to the album with everybody because y'all know when new hip hop come out, when highly anticipated hip hop come out, everybody stays up till midnight, listens to it together, commentates on it via social media, whatever the case may be, in real time. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't do that this time because listen, I had to be to work at, something in the morning. So I needed my rest. So I went to sleep like probably like 10:30 on Thursday night. And I said, listen, when I wake up, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That's what I did. I get up super early for work, man. I'm on the bus at 5:15. So I'm on the bus 5:15 a.m. listening to Kendrick, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers. And I said, I'm not gonna open up I'm not gonna open up my socials because I don't want to know what nobody think about this shit before I hear it because I like to have a mind of my own when it comes to this shit. A lot of people get swayed on other people's opinions, and it could either ruin the experience for you or it could make it probably better than it really is. So I just wanted to go in clean, you know what I mean, and come away with my own take. So I listened to it on the way to work, pretty straight face because listen, when I listen to Kendrick, certain hip hop acts, when I watch movies that I'm highly anticipated, I watch it or I listen to it emotionless because I don't want to judge it on the first run. So I'm listening to it, and Kendrick, 19 songs, it's a double album, 18 joints, it's a double album. I said 19 because he just put the heart out. I put the heart on my edition, the heart part 5. We gonna get into that a little bit too. 18 joints, you know what I mean? 9, Mr. Morale, 9, the Big Steppers. On the first listen, I ain't really know how to feel. It's just a lot. It was a lot to listen to and have a feeling on the first listen. You know what I'm saying? Because Kendrick, very lyrical, very emotional, very vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick is very versatile. So he's giving you a lot of different sounds in his music. He's giving you a lot of different music in his music, instrumentation to be exact. So it was a lot to digest. You know what I mean? So I started listening at 5:15. The album is about an hour and 20 minutes, I believe. I wasn't able to get through it on the way to work. So I listened to maybe the first maybe the first 8 joints, and then when I got off work, I finished it off. So I cleared it at about, let's say, 5 p.m., right? 5 p.m. on Friday the 13th, May 13th. And after the first listen, I was like, all right, I like what I heard so far, but I wasn't like ecstatic yet. I just like what I heard because, like I said, it's a lot of shit. Second listen, though, immediately shit started to connect for me. And I'm just like, nah, this is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, immediately, everything started to connect. Like, the beats just sound stronger on the second listen. The lyrics just sound clearer on the second listen, because on the first listen, you kind of don't know what you're going to hear, so you don't know what to prepare yourself for or whatever. Kanye is another artist I did this with too, and that's what Kendrick and Kanye got in common. Like, when they put out their albums never sound similar. So you don't know what the fuck you get ready to hear. You can't really judge it on the first listen because it's not necessarily traditional hip hop. It's a lot more than that. So yeah, man, the second listen solidified. This album is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. This album is phenomenal. The music, the beats is elite. The rapping is elite. The structure of the album is elite. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Kendrick's a master storyteller. The stories are different. Like, some of this shit you never heard, like, people rap about really like that. Like, we're gonna get into the tracks a little bit. Obviously, Auntie Diaries, a song Kendrick rapping about his familiarity with the trans community and his family and how those connect. Never heard nobody really get into that like that. Kendrick did it. Dope song. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the other joint. I gotta go to my phone. Y'all gotta pardon me. You got the other joint where he beefing with old girl on the record. That was the record that everybody really liked on socials when I got back on. We Cry Together. Toxic, super, super toxic record, but well done, very creative. You know what I mean? We heard some shit like this before. This is like a lot of people out here making a comparison to Eminem and Kim and that type of thing. But this was like theater to me. Like, this is an album. This is a song. We Cry Together. This is a song you could hear and see at the same time. And Kendrick is very good at that. So also I'm gonna say this on the first listen. These are the questions that I had. Kodak Black, like Kodak Black came on. I'm like, what is Kodak doing on the Kendrick album? Because I just threw it on. I didn't read the credits or nothing. I don't know who was featured, but Kodak Black is on there, surprisingly. And I'm not a Kodak Black hater, but I can't say I'm a Kodak Black fan either. Like, he got like a few joints I like, but I don't really listen to his shit for the most part. To hear his voice on there, I was like, he got Kodak on here. Let's see what it's about. Kodak verse was fire on that Silent Hill joint. I ain't gonna front. He got off on that. Shout out to Kodak, man. But when the Ghost feature came on Purple Hearts, like, I had no choice but to, I was like, I was on the bus, like, Ghost is on this shit. Like, yeah, that was a moment for me. You know what I'm saying? Because Ghost is obviously also in my top, among my top 10 favorite MCs of all time. So that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all in all, I'm happy with the album, man. Kendrick did it again, man. 5-year hiatus. You know what I'm saying? Like, came back strong. Like, and it's a lot of hype. Like, think about this, man. I consider myself to be a creative, right? I just hope that one day I got people anticipating my creativity, my content, my art, whatever we gonna call it. I just hope I have people anticipating my shit a little bit, let alone the world, the masses just waiting for you to drop your shit. Like, y'all ever think about like how much pressure that is? Like, that's the thing about these greats. Like, they don't think about this shit. They just create. Guys like Kendrick, Drake, Cole, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Nas, like the greats, when they drop, the world is like waiting for it. And it's like, you got to deliver, because if it's not hitting, the streets is going to let you know, especially in the social media era, man. But I just hope I get to experience what that feels like to have a highly anticipated content, highly anticipated art that the people are waiting for, because it shows you that, the people care about your shit, man. That's dope, man. This man went away for 5 years, and I was one of them. Like, yo, Kendrick, nah. Kendrick been too quiet. He got to come with something, right? He been too quiet 5 years. But obviously, we know a lot went on in the past 5 years, and he touched on everything in his album. COVID, You know what I'm saying? He got a joint on there titled N95 Fire. Obviously, that's a play on the N95 mask. In the record, he says, take it off, take the mask off, you ugly as hell. Without the mask, obviously it's metaphorical, but nah, the album is fire, man. It's a lot. It's a lot for me to get. I'm scatterbrained right now. Like I wrote shit down, but I don't write shit down in order, man. Like I said, I'm gonna probably do something separate to get into everything in depth. But what I will give y'all is my favorite joints after listening to this for the past 3 days in a row, just listening to it, and it gets better with every listen. Like the first listen, it was good. The second listen, it was out of here. And then from there, you just catch all the nuances in there and the emotion in there. And like, this is therapy on wax. You know what I'm saying? And I could appreciate this kind of hip hop. Now, Kendrick is like kind of a lightning rod because he's this huge superstar, but everybody don't love Kendrick. Like, sometimes, Kendrick seems like he's an acquired taste because everybody don't love Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? He got a different type of style. It's not that traditional, even though he's capable. But you got the haters out there that say this is mid. Listen, y'all gotta chill, man. Kendrick ain't for everybody, B. But everybody also don't want to listen to therapy on wax. So, my opinion, the album is phenomenal, and I don't even use words like that. Phenomenal. Look at me, like my vocabulary is pretty big, but phenomenal, exquisite. What's another word? Is incredible. Incredible is probably my go-to word, but nah, this is better than incredible. This is phenomenal, and this is only a day in, but I consider myself to have an educated ear when it comes to hip hop. And some of the people I talk to in my circles who I trust their hip hop opinion, obviously, I talk to a lot of creatives. They appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Especially the women I talk to who are hip hop fans. Obviously, women love vulnerability. So the women, they love this shit. Like they love to hear a dude, talk about his struggles and all of that. Especially in the way that Kendrick does it, with the skill that he does it, and with the, if you into music like that, like, nah, this shit was different, B. This shit was different, man. Word, like, To Pimp a Butterfly is probably my favorite Kendrick album. I'm not gonna rate this yet because it only been out, as I record this, it only been out a day. But this is good, man. And that leads me to, just to round it up, Kendrick's run is like crazy. Like I first heard Kendrick on Drake's album, Take Care, when he did the Buried Alive interlude. That's the first time I ever heard Kendrick. So from there, I went back, Section 80, Home Run. You know what I'm saying? After Section 80 was Good Kid, Mad City, Home Run, classic album. After Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Home Run. You know what I'm saying? Home Run. After To Pimp a Butterfly, which was critically acclaimed, but it wasn't received as well as Good Kid, Mad City by the masses. He came back with Damn, Home Run, classic album, out the park. Everybody received it. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 in a row. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna even include Overly Dedicated. I'm not gonna say classic mixtape. Let's say that. But now he came back with this, man. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Well done, sir. Well done. Salute to Kendrick Lamar. Salute to TDE. They had a great run. You know what I'm saying? This is his last album on TDE. Listen, man. TDE can't ask for no more. Like, coming from the ground up, like he signed with TDE when he was 16. Now he's a father with kids, and listen, I said enough, man. But yeah, let me give y'all my favorite joints real quick. Die Hard, that joint is hard. That joint is a bop. Matter of fact, it's not hard, it's a bop. I like that joint. I like Rich Spirit. That joint hard. I like what else? I like Savior. These are the joints I like off rip. Like I ain't really dig too deep, pause. But Savior is fire. And Mirror. I like Mirror too. I mean, I like the whole album, but those are the joints that I'll be leaning towards. What's the other joint he had on here that I like? Savior. Mr. Morale is fire. Pharrell did that beat. That joint is dope. Father Time, a good concept. This whole shit is fire, man. I mean, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Kendrick, man, listen, man. And this is probably gonna be the longest open mic pod to date because I'm just starting with Kendrick. I got a couple other things I want to get to. But yeah, man, all in all, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, out of here. Out of here. Like you could trot around the bases, bro. You hit another home run, man. You heard, as far as I'm concerned, man. I like to know what y'all think, though. Drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the album. If you like it, if you hate it, tell me what you like about it. Give me your favorite joints. This probably the last Kendrick album we gonna get for a while. Keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? He got the PG Lang imprint now. He gonna focus on that as an exec. We ain't gonna he finna go on tour with Baby Keem and them. Like they gonna drag this, Jack. We fuck around and get a video for every joint for this record. Cause listen, what did we in 2022 right now? We might not see Kendrick till like shit. Cars might be floating around and shit. I can't call it. But yeah, man. Salute to Kendrick, man. Delivers again. Another one, like DJ Khaled said. As we continue on though, man. Couple more things I want to touch on real quick before I get out of here. I don't even know my runtime right now because I don't even have it up, but let me just run over here, see what else we want to talk about. All right, boom. These joints is going to be a little dated, but I don't care. This my shit. I talk about what I want to talk about. You heard? Nike versus StockX. I got to touch on this because listen, this is a hot button topic for me as a sneakerhead. Apparently, Nike is suing StockX because Nike copped up a couple joints, couple pieces from StockX, couple Nike pieces, and they was fake, according to Nike. They was fake. And I'm like, damn. Nike got caught with the fake from StockX. What they gonna do now? And it's just like, it just brought up like a bunch of issues I have with like resale market. And I'm like, damn, so now what though? Nike, what y'all gonna do? Like y'all gonna put StockX out of business? How we gonna eat? Like y'all gonna make more shoes for us? But that's beside the point, man, because people go to StockX like it's a fucking regular supermarket to cop their sneakers. Like people don't even have the paranoia that I have when it comes to these resale markets of getting fakes. Like, y'all know how long it take me to make a purchase from these resellers? I did it before. I could count on one hand how many times I copped from a reseller. One hand. You heard? And every time I did it, it took a solid week for me to make the purchase because I go to the app, I look through, I like the shoe, I look at the price, I close the app, it take me a day to get, it take me a day to accept the price. Now I accept the price, I go back, I look at it, I put it in my cart, I close the app because now I'm getting crazy in my mind. Like, damn, what if they send me some fake shit? How am I going to know? Like, it's a process, man. It's a process. So now we got Nike suing StockX because they selling fake shit. Like I seen videos on YouTube about, sneakers sneaking past the authentication process and shit, man. Listen, man, y'all gotta tighten y'all shit up, StockX. I never copped a thing from y'all for other reasons that I won't mention, but y'all gotta tighten y'all shit up. I know a lot of people cop from y'all, man. Y'all need to do right by the customers, man. Nike, I don't know what y'all got up y'all sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far this lawsuit gonna go, but y'all shine some light on StockX. So StockX for sure gonna tighten their ship up now because they got a big business going, and I know they don't want their integrity questioned. So from here on out, shit probably gonna be official. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully all the other companies is watching as well and tighten their shit up because listen, I know a couple pieces I need. So y'all tighten y'all shit up and y'all send me some authentic shit when I order, you heard? Last but not least, next topic, Tom Brady. Let's talk Tom Brady. We're going to get out of here on Tom Brady. You heard? Tom Brady, if you haven't heard, signed a $300+ million deal with Fox Sports to be a game analyzer when he retires. This is crazy because the deal that he got from Fox Sports, I don't even know how much it is. Did I write it? No, I just wrote 300 million. I don't know how much it is, but he making more from this Fox deal than he made in his whole career. Now, Tom Brady is arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't like to say that because, I think there's more talented quarterbacks than him. But listen, the resume don't lie. So I like to say the most decorated quarterback of all time because this man is laced with rings and all types of shit. But anyway, Fox, what y'all doing, man? Y'all desperate, bro. Like, Tom Brady, he's charismatic and, obviously he has the resume. But how y'all know this man could commentate? Like, y'all never heard this man commentate before. He might sound like dog shit on a microphone. Like, what y'all gonna do? Y'all already gave him 300 million before y'all even heard him commentate. But this is what desperation does. For people in the know, Fox Sports, they lost Joe Buck and Troy Aikman to ESPN Monday Night Football, so they don't have no number one team, and they need a number one team to compete with the Golden Boy on CBS, Tony Romo. You know what I'm saying? So they just said, listen, we finna take the greatest of all time, air quotes, and throw a bag at him, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he come to us and he commentate. And from what I understand, they threw some money at Tom, and Tom was like, yeah, nah. They threw more money at him, and they was like, yeah, nah. Then they threw this 300 mil at him, and he ain't had no choice, Jack. You got to take that. You heard? Like, I hope he good at it, man. Because listen, Peyton Manning, we know Peyton Manning could do this shit. They could have threw the bag at Peyton because we seen how Peyton give it up on the analytic type things. He's an analytic type quarterback anyway. But Tom with the 300 mil? Oh, it's desperation at its finest hour, Jack. Desperation at its finest. I hope it work out though, because we gonna watch football regardless. You heard? Like they could throw radio up there to commentate. Matter of fact, they done do some goofy niggas behind the mic before, like Dennis Miller. Y'all remember that era? Like it been some goofies behind the mic, and you know we survived. Everybody ain't John Madden. R.I.P. to the God. But I can't wait to see what Brady sound like on the mic. I mean, usually quarterbacks are good at this. Like you just think about quarterbacks. Like everybody's not great like Romo, but Romo's great. RG3 is great at this commentary shit. Kirk Herbstreit, quarterback. Troy Aikman, quarterback. Rich Gannon is okay, but quarterback. Brian Greasy, quarterback. Like quarterbacks are good at this shit. So maybe they just hoping, you know, it's the same type of deal. But yeah, man, Tom Brady, 300 mil. Let's see how he go out first. This is probably gonna be his last season with the Bucks. Let's see how he go out. If he go out with a chip and then he go to the booth, he gonna be untouchable. It don't matter what the fuck he say in the booth, man. But I'm looking forward to see what happens, man. You heard? That's all I really got for y'all, man. That's it, man. You heard? Y'all make sure y'all leave comments, man. Y'all gotta talk to me, you heard? Because listen, I like engaging with the people. Don't watch this shit, you know, all three of y'all. Don't watch this shit and don't say nothing because listen, nah, man. Let's talk Kendrick. You heard? Let's talk StockX Nike. Let's talk Tom Brady and whatever the hell else y'all want to talk about, man. Regular Mike, aka Kodak Snack. Signing off, man. Follow me on everything: Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube. We having big fun, man. I'm gonna leave y'all to it, man. Cheers.